Hey there everybody, Redx Parasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In the last episode, we defeated 1,000 Heartless on our first try. Yep, definitely first try. We encountered Axel and Syx, and we learned of the organization's true plans, and that is to create Kingdom Hearts by assembling hearts from a bunch of Heartless that Sora has been defeating. So now we face ourselves in a bit of a catch-22, because any hearts that we defeat will be gathered by the organization. So, in addition, we also got ourselves another secret answer report, so I'm going to go ahead and read that right now. My efforts these many years have come to fruition, with the world I govern having become a paradise worthy of being called Radiant Garden. Nurtured by the pure water that is the source of life, fragrant flowers bloom in abundance, and the people face each day with hopeful smiles. But where there is light, darkness also lurks. As noted in my earlier reports, I must solve the mystery of this darkness of the heart. This paradise depends on it. I shall perform an experiment to probe the depths of a person's heart. One of my own apprentices, Xehanort, has volunteered to be a subject. The young man has served me ever since I nursed him back from death's door some years ago. He had lost all of his memories at the time, but later showed remarkable intellectual curiosity and readily absorbed my teachings, gaining deep wisdom. Any mental immaturity is surely due to his young age. If I explore Xehanort's heart with psychological tests, I may be able to recall the past locked away within. My apprentice Evan has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memories. But is he really the right subject? Xehanort does indeed exhibit extraordinary talents. Too extraordinary. Perhaps they are even superhuman. So, while we're here doing a bit of... I guess I can't do it right now. I'll just have to remember to go into the equipment menu once we land in the next world. So, the Battle of 1,000 Heartless kind of serves as sort of the halfway point of the game. I'd argue it's maybe a little bit past halfway in terms of how much content there actually is left to do. But this is where we are going to go back and revisit some of the previous worlds. So you'll notice that we cannot currently access Olympus Coliseum, among other worlds. So Agrabah, Halloween Town, and Pride Lands are all locked off to us. So we will have to do some of the revisits in a certain order, and I'm just going to stick to the original order that we did them in. So that means we'll be starting off with the Land of Dragons.
I wonder how everybody's doing.
Yuck!
Wait!
Sora!
Mulan! Hey, no time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
I'm following him too.
Then let's go!
Alright, so we're back, and Mulan is also back with us. So, one thing that I failed to mention, when Goofy rejoins your party after dying, he actually will have all of his armor and accessories de-equipped. So don't forget to put those back on him. It's very easy to forget to do that, and I actually did not do that the first time, right before the Battle of 1,000 Heartless. Now, the second time I actually remembered about it, so I may or may not show that footage. I haven't really decided that yet, but that's for future me to figure out. And Sora at some point also got another armor slot, so I put some more armor on him for that. So there's two new key items that we got at the end of our last visit to Hollow Bastion. And we also got Guard Break for finishing the Battle of 1,000 Heartless. I definitely want to put that on, so we're going to take a few of our almost dozen AP boosts now and put them towards equipping that. So let's see, what else do we get? Oh, hey, we got dodge roll level 1 from leveling up limit form, so guess what? More AP boosts. So we need 3 more for that. So that knocked our AP boost total down by quite a bit. I think that's all I'm going to want to do for now. Won't worry about the elemental boosts just yet. And then we also leveled up the dodge roll in limit form. The way that the movement abilities work for the drive forms is that you'll basically always have a higher level in the form than you will out of it. And so you'll get like a lower level of the dodge roll or high jump outside of the form when you get like a higher level, like when the form levels up. So there's some more chests to grab here, as well as some more pieces, so we'll have to be on the lookout for those. And I believe with that, we are finally done with the menu here. That puzzle piece remains out of reach for now. We're gonna stop by the shop and see if there's anything that we want. I don't think so, because we're all maxed down on armors for the moment. And haven't been using too many items. So I think we're fine in that regard as well. We're gonna head up the mountain and follow after the figure in the black cloak. So these revisits are going to be shorter than the original visits. So I think most of them will probably take roughly 2 parts or so. Whereas the original visits were usually like 3 or so. But the enemies present will be stronger now. So even if they are enemies that we've encountered before, like the Dusks, you can see that they obviously have a lot more health this time around. They're a lot more resilient, but they also give us quite a bit more experience as a result.
Looks like he got away.
How come you're after somebody from Organization 13?
What is that?
The guy in black.
One of the bad guys.
I knew it. There's a rumor in the Imperial City about a spy in black, lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Oh.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
Again?
Okay, first things first. Hey, you! Quit sneaking around!
The 13th struggle is back. Our task is to defeat the mysterious man. So this fight is actually interesting because, in addition to there being other enemies in the air speeders around, we cannot actually stagger this enemy at all. So we can't interrupt his attack patterns at all. So it does require a bit of patience. So I would usually recommend like doing a combo, and then you can also Oop.
This is it.
You can also reflect some of his attacks as well. That'll get you some additional damage. The reaction commands will grant you some invincibility as well. Oops. Oh, crap. The enemies are actually getting in on the action for once. They usually don't affect you too much. Other than that, just be careful. Heal if you need to. And it's not too bad. You are technically on your own for this fight, so the only dry form that you have access to is limit form. Yeah, enemy's getting in my way here. Yeah, so like what I was trying to do, a sliding dash, but I targeted the enemies instead. Remember, you can guard things if you don't have access to Reflect. Like, I would recommend Reflect if you have magic at the moment, but you may not.
That guy. No. Why would he? Riku?
Are you okay, Sora?
Did you get him?
No. He's gone.
What? You lost him?
Anyway, what now?
I think that we better get rid of all the Heartless first.
What was that? Come on. We better get off the mountain.
Okay.
So usually I'd have to be like pretty coy about, you know, the actual identity of, you know, the people in the black cloaks. But this time I don't. It's actually Riku. But of course that still leaves us with questions though. You know, like, what's he doing in a cloak like that? Why is he here? What's he doing?
It's heading for the city. We've got to warn Shang.
So there's still plenty of mysteries to be had. Alright, well, that dragon definitely doesn't look like good news, so should probably head back down to the Imperial City and make sure that the Emperor's okay. I don't think there's anything else for us to make note of, really, so we'll head back towards the mountain trail. We're gonna have more enemies along the way here. I think these are stronger versions of the previous enemies that we fought here. Oh hey, we got a new record. How about that? I don't think our previous record was anything to write home about, so not too difficult. But But there are some new enemies here, like these emerald blues. Definitely were not here before. Oh, and I think actually, yeah, no, the new shadows are new as well. So, actually, they might be slightly less annoying than the regular shadows because they don't dive underground. So they aren't invincible for any period of time, I don't think. Oops. Have fun with that, Mulan. I can't actually get up to reach it. There we go. Thank you for getting down on my level. Much appreciated. Yeah, more of them to deal with. But thankfully, I have reflect, so. Did that actually? Okay, the other one just disappeared. Would have been impressive if that had managed to kill all of them. Alright, so there's a puzzle piece up on this. And we won't be able to get this right now normally, but we can actually do it with Master Form. So I'm going to defeat these enemies first, just so they don't get in our way at all. And then we'll activate that. And grab that piece. Apparently they actually can dive under the ground for a bit, but I don't think they do it for quite as long as the shadows do. Oh, yeah, let's grab that. Probably a synthesis item, but hey, it's a big fancy item. I can't resist grabbing it. So for this, we're gonna make use of the double jump. That's not too tricky to do. And as an added bonus, we can take Master Form for a spin here. So my secondary keyblade for this that I put on a while back is Photon Debugger, which does boost thunder spells by 20%, so that pairs pretty well with this. Also, yeah, that reflect damage is going to be pretty nice on Master Form as well. So as you can see, it's pretty good at keeping enemies locked in combos. Oh, that's a nice time to get level up. Yeah, we're so that's a rare spawn. You actually need to get those. There's some items that you have to get that for synthesis from them. So you have to basically grind for them, and it's not the most fun thing to do. So this is one of the locations that they can spawn at the checkpoint here. And actually, we're seeing quite a few new enemies for this particular region. There you are. Get back here.
Let's do this together.
Oh no! So you have to interact with them using a reaction command. I'm pretty sure in order to get the item. So here, get back here, please. Nope, it's gone. That's saddening. So we're supposed to go to the city, but me being me, I'm going to take a detour here to try to grab another puzzle piece earlier than we're supposed to. So for this one, we actually need Master Form again, which means we're going to have to rely on getting our drive gauge back. So we're getting a little bit of assistance on that front from the MP recharge. And then also from the enemies, of course. So if we defeat all of the enemies in this area, we should be pretty close to getting that back. And if not, then we can always just leave, go to another area, come back, and get the enemies to come back as well. Now, can you stop that? That'd be great. Alright, so we're stuck at 3. There might be like one more other encounter in this area. Somewhere around here. Yes? No? Maybe not. Well, I'm gonna get that piece. No matter how long it takes. So I might just cut out here for a moment. Oh hey, there's more enemies. Alright, so cross our fingers that we get enough drive gauge from this for master form. Looking like a negatory on that one. But I suppose what I can show off, at the very least, is how the enemy respawns work. So I think you just have to go 2 rooms away before they will respawn. So we should get respawns in here. Hello, game? Are you gonna prove me wrong here? I guess the game doesn't want to cooperate. Well, another way of doing that should be to exit to the world map and then re-enter. So we'll give that a shot. See if that works. Alright, so we were successful. So we should be able to get this piece now. That is, if Goofy isn't an overachiever and kills all the enemies before us. We are so close. Unfortunately, we don't have access to a method of getting our drive gauge back easily at the moment. That is in Olympus Coliseum, which we do not have access to right now. So. Otherwise, I would have just done that instead. All right, time for some sequence breaking. This is not easy, so honestly, I would not recommend this. So what we have to do is we're in the master form here, and we have to double jump. But the timing is super tight, as you can probably tell. So it's another double jump, reflect. So this took me more than a few tries in practice. Oh, it was so close. And unfortunately, we're on a timer. There we go. I would very much recommend not trying to go for this right now and just wait until you have a later ability. So I'm gonna go to the world map here to refresh the drive gauge, just so that we preserve that. And I'm gonna make my way back to the checkpoint, and then I'll end the episode off somewhere. Ow. Yeah, the Emerald Blues can be pretty annoying. Interestingly enough, wind is not an element that we have access to in this game. Arrow is not present in Kingdom Hearts 2. In either form, like the defensive form from 1 or the offensive form from basically every other game. At least the games that have it. Alright, we're going to try to keep a low profile. Should be the last wave of enemies, hopefully, in our way. Nope. Alright, you're not done yet. Here, would you like to, not be alive? Alright, so, can I grab this without going into loading zone? Ha! Alright, well, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I've been Rex Parasite, signing out.